Good evening, everybody. It's Monday night, which means it's time to go wild. Welcome to the Time to Go Wild radio show on Halton Community Radio 92.3 FM. We're also live across the world on hcr923fm.com/listen and via TuneIn. If you want to contact the show, do so via social media, Facebook or twitter.com/TTGW radio. We have email, radio@widnesworld.co.uk. We have the phone 01928 835 291 and text 07716 672 874. Start your message with TTGW or messages charged at your standard network rate. I hope you're all ready because it's time to go wild. Evening one and all. By hecky thump, it's one busy weekend in the world of ice hockey, and a very strange phenomenon happened at the weekend for me. I didn't turn up to a road game. Instead, I was sending juniors games, and my partner in crime, well, one of my partners in crime for this evening, was at the away game. That of Andy Witchley. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Carl. You all right?
Yeah. So you were over in Altrincham on Saturday.
Yep, I finally got to a game. First one in about 3 weeks. So, made the trip up there.
So we've basically got all bases covered, hopefully, tonight to talk about what's been going on in the world of hockey across Halton, the Northwest, and a bit of the UK as well. We have somebody else hopefully turning up very shortly. He's running a little late, we think.
We were out kiting on Friday night. He was quick then. He's definitely not quick tonight.
Well, hopefully quick in the right way and he doesn't get any nasty tickets. But in the meantime, I think we will hit the magic button and find out what's been happening with all the scores across the weekend. Time for the weekly roundup of the scores from across the leagues we cover each week. In Elite Ice Hockey League action from the Challenge Cup on Saturday, Guildford Flames 4, Coventry Blaze 2, Nottingham Panthers 1, Sheffield Steelers 3, Glasgow Clan 3, Fife Flyers 2, Dundee Stars 4, Belfast Giants 3. On Sunday, Sheffield Steelers 4, Nottingham Panthers 3 after a shootout. Fife Flyers 3, Dundee Stars 1. Coventry Blaze 3, Cardiff Devils 4. In league action from Friday, Belfast Giants 2, Guildford Flames 1. On Saturday, Cardiff Devils 3, Manchester Storm 1. And on Sunday, Manchester Storm 1, Glasgow Clan 4. EIHA Under-18s North 2 action from Saturday. Widnes 4, Deeside 5. On Sunday, Sutton 5, Solihull 3. Sheffield 5, Manchester 7. EIHA Under-13s North 3 action from Saturday. Deeside 3, Billingham 9, Widnes 11, Blackburn 7. In Under-11s North 3 action from Saturday, Bradford 0, Manchester 5. In EIHA Women's Division 1 action from Saturday, Nottingham Vipers 2, Grimsby Wolves 7. And on Sunday, Widnes Wild Women 7, Sheffield Shadows 2. NIHL National League action from Saturday. Hull Pirates 1, Raiders 2. Swindon Wildcats 5, Bracknell Bees 0. Basingstoke Bison 5, Peterborough Phantoms 2. Milton Keynes Lightning 0, Sheffield Steel Dogs 5. And on Sunday, Sheffield Steel Dogs 4, Basingstoke Bison 3. Raiders 5, Swindon Wildcats 4. Peterborough Phantoms 4, Leeds Chiefs 2. Bracknell Bees 4, Milton Keynes Lightning 3 after a shootout. Telford Tigers 6, Hull Pirates 5. NIHL Division 1 North Morley action from Saturday. Solway Sharks 4, Solihull Barons 3. And on Sunday, Blackburn Hawks D1 2, Solihull Barons 10. Nottingham Lions 1, Sutton Sting 6. NIHL Midland Cup action from Saturday. Sutton Sting 7, Nottingham Lions 4. NIHL Division 2 North Laidler action from Saturday. Telford Tigers D2 3, Bradford Bulldogs 8. Altrincham Aces 3, Widnes Wild 5. On Sunday, Hull Jets 2, Sheffield Senators 5, and Dragons 4, Altrincham Aces 7. And that rounds up the scores over the last week. Join us next week for more. On Sunday, I managed to catch up with a couple of people to discuss the Widnes Wild game in Altrincham, our juniors games on the Saturday, and the women's fixture on the Sunday.
I caught up with Terry Gray after an eventful weekend, both for the Wild, but more so for his connections with the junior development. Big weekend for our 18s and also for the 13s this weekend, wasn't it?
It certainly was, yeah. The 13s did very well. The 18s unfortunately didn't win, but they played very, very well. It's coming along well.
I mean, the 18s will start off with a very tight, very physical game with D-side and one goal in it, and it shows for a new team just how far they've come.
Certainly, we've got the youngsters coming up now who are developing very, very well. Some of them have come up from last year, from the 15s and playing up. So they've done really, really good, and they're sort of in the big boy game now, aren't they? Yeah.
And the 13s, well, a big win and a big getting them all dancing as well on and off the ice, and big party for them, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. Next time we're sort of going to party in McDonald's and have a little cheerful celebration. Last night I had to get away straight after the game, unfortunately, but they're absolutely superb, the little stars, and I enjoy every second of it, you know.
I mean, they played their little hearts out. I mean, both teams come out and give their all, and it just shows how much enthusiasm, and they don't want to come off the ice for a shift change.
No, that's one of the biggest problems we have, is trying to keep the shift short and sweet in order to keep them fresh. But as you say, getting them back off is harder. You know, they want to stay there for the full sesh. Yeah, you know, absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
And we've got, of course, 9s, 11s and 15s matches also to fill up the junior fixtures. How are they looking as part of the whole junior development this year so far?
Pretty good. The under 9s did very well. They sort of done well on their little tournament what they had. The under 11s again, we've got little stars in the making. You know, possibly future Wild players. You know, as I say, the structure's there now for them to all go through, and hopefully at some point we might have some of them up there with the big boys.
So with yourself, you're involved with the Earl Road Elks in the hockey basics. How do you manage to fit it all in?
Very understanding, lovely woman of mine. Very, very understanding. Yeah, so it takes up quite a lot of time, to be fair. Yeah.
But I mean, it's like a number of the guys who get involved with hockey. Once they start playing and they can't keep off the ice.
That's true. It's like a drug. Yeah. The more you do it, the more you want it. The more you want it, the more you do it. You know, it's fantastic.
And it's a healthy kind, of course.
Especially for us old fellas, yep. Absolutely.
Well, I know you're biting at the bit getting ready to go on for tonight's session. So thanks for joining me, and we'll catch up with you again soon.
Thank you.
I've caught up with Phil Pearson after a busy hockey weekend across all the Wild teams, but your main involvement was, of course, on Saturday night, and the YKK Widnes Wild visiting the Altrincham Aces.
Yeah, it was a good game. We set our start in the first period, really. We were 4-1 up. I think second period we didn't play as well as we could, but we realised that, and we made the changes required for the third period, and we just closed the game out in the third period, and that's all we really needed to do.
I mean, it was a tight, close scoreline at the end of it, but I take it the guys just, as you say, they dug deep and just kept going.
Yeah, I mean, it's been hard. The Lions keep chopping and changing again because of injuries. Obviously, we've had a lot of them this year, but yeah, it's the hallmark of a good team. You grind out the results when you need to, and that's what we're doing at the moment.
For yourself, how did you feel the game went? I take it you were in goal for most of the game or the whole game?
Yeah, I played the whole game. I said not my greatest game, but there's more to come. And at the end of the day, I'd rather play badly and us get the win than me play really well and us lose.
In terms of what you can see around you, of course your focus is on the game, but in terms of the fans, I take it there's a good group of fans turned up as well?
Oh yeah, you can always count on Widnes to bring a few fans to away games, and yeah, I think they were loud in the Aces fans, if I'm honest with you.
Well, it just seems to be one of those things. My involvement with the weekend was with the juniors, so I wasn't at the game, hence the kind of questions I'm asking. But sort of your overall impression of how the team's sort of binding together now that we're starting to really get a grip on both the cup and the season in general.
Yeah, I think we're starting to gel well. Obviously, like we said, injuries haven't helped, but players are more than willing to step into positions they're not accustomed to. And yeah, they're a great bunch of lads. Training's a good laugh, so yeah, I'm enjoying it.
We've got some fresh faces. You're no stranger to the D2 hockey. We've got some new faces within the Wild team alongside yourself, and you're saying everything's really gelling, pulling together. Yeah,
we are. There's a lot of banter. So yeah, I think everyone takes a fair share. Everyone gives a fair share out, and that's how it should be, really.
We saw. We've had faces in, out, moving around, and the structure of the squad seems to be sort of becoming quite settled now.
Yeah, it started to become settled, obviously. Yeah, still a couple of players out, injured when they come back. Yeah, the squad will settle down, and it's good to see everyone fighting for the places. No one's guaranteed a spot at the moment, and that's what you want. Everyone fighting, everyone working hard to try and get up a line or move up and get more ice time. It's good to see, and hopefully it bodes well for the rest of the season.
Well, you've had a nice day off today, in a manner of speaking. Been keeping an eye on things for the Wild women. Of course, your other half's involved quite heavily.
Yeah. I've taken on coaching on a Tuesday night after our training, and some lads are coming on to help us. So yeah, they're doing a great job. Helping the players work on what they're doing. I think they've dropped down the league, but it's good to get the first win of the season, and a good win at that.
Yeah, it's given them a bit more time on the puck, it seems, this year, so they can work more on the whole game rather than have to sort of panic a bit and be flustered.
Oh yeah, definitely. More time on the puck gives you more confidence. Obviously, we're working them hard in training, making sure their feet are moving constantly, and you can see the improvements they've made from last season. And it's just good to see. And it's the same there. Everyone's fighting for places. No one's guaranteed a place, and they're all working hard for each other.
Well, I'll let you head off because, of course, a certain little fella, he's been bouncing around keeping you active as well.
Yeah, he's full of sweets now, so that should be fun later.
Oh dear. Well, I'll let you get off and catch up with you again probably after the next Wild game or soonish.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
Cheers. I've also managed to catch up with a very busy person from this weekend. 2 games at least over the weekend, playing for both the under-18s and our Widnes Wild women. It's Katie Fairclough.
Hi.
Very nervous, Katie Fairclough. So, first off, after the 18s game, how do you think that all went?
We played well. We just got caught out by a lot of penalties. Spent most of the second period on penalty kill. Should have won it, really. And we're going to take it to them when we play them away.
It was a very fast and physical game.
Well, there's a lot of checking, but there was a lot of good hits. Nice to see the boys getting in there, getting points.
The goal line at the end, the score line was really tight, very, very exciting finish and very entertaining for everybody.
Yeah, it was a good game to watch, stressful game to play. It's like 1 goal up, 1 goal down, draw. But yeah, we did well.
And of course, you pulled the goaltender at the end. They didn't get the empty netter, which is a bonus in a way. It gives you that bit of extra confidence.
Yeah, it gives you confidence that the forwards can keep it in the zone and the D can keep it out of theirs. Yeah.
Well, tonight, a busy game last night, rounded off with a good win for tonight and a good start for the league season.
Woo, feels good, yeah. Big win. We're going to keep going, keep winning. We got it. We're going to crush it.
I mean, the speed of the league this year is a little bit slower for everybody, so you've got a bit more chance to develop and a bit more chance for everyone to grow and just make sure everyone's on the right sort of pace, really.
Yeah, people have got more time on the puck, think about the passes a lot more, you can get the positional play right in there, and everyone's really taken to it, yeah.
In terms of the number of games this year, how does that sort of pan out in terms of the commitment levels?
Less games for the women, which means we're going to have full squads for every game. 4-line hockey, smash it. We're going to have loads of commitment.
Well, you can hear the enthusiasm there, and the joy at the end of that game from everybody on the squad. You could hear it.
Yeah, it felt nice. It's been a long time since we've had a win, and the girls deserved it. Really deserved it.
I mean, you say it's a long season, but when you start seeing those W's, it starts becoming a bit shorter.
Yeah, feels nice. Yeah, last season was hard, but pushed through it, and now it's paid off.
Well, you can see just how happy you are, but you need to go and unwind because you now probably have a busy week in your own regular life.
Yeah, got a lot on. Got games next weekend.
Well, I'll let you get rested and ready for next weekend, and I'll catch up with you again soon.
Thank you very much.
So, some nice reactions from the weekend's games, and joining us, our very, very special guest, of course, as always. Welcome to having Barry Sprakes. Evening, Baz.
Evening.
So, it's been a busy week. Well, you've had a bit of an alternative bit of fun as well with Andy this last few days, haven't you?
Might want to rephrase that one, mate.
As in, boys in fast little cars.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Only slightly.
So, yes, instead of hockey, it's been fast cars for you.
Yeah, it was a wet one, though.
Doesn't make it any better. Still. Yeah, no, we were out playing with a bit of karting on Friday night. Soaking wet Three Sisters, and then I was down the match on Saturday, as we said.
So, your thoughts on the Saturday night match out in Altrincham?
I'd like to try and pull a lot of positives, but first period was brilliant. Came out absolutely flying. You know, the passing was good, receiving the puck was really good. They were moving well. 3-0 up in 10 minutes, I think it was.
Looks like, yeah.
Absolutely cruising it. And second period, I don't know what it was. I don't know whether they were tired or it's just because we'd gone up so quick. Just what Phil said, it just didn't work. You know, and then third period, they changed it round and basically, as we've just been talking about, just dug in with a 0-0. So it was a bit of a strange game, really.
In looking at the game sheet, the shots on goal, that's very strange. 10 shots on each net in the third period. But it almost seems as though it was a bit of a part of the bus routine in the third period and just hold the fort.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, there was a couple of little shots going in from Alty as well, which were getting a bit naughty. Danny Fay got hit from behind. Kempy didn't actually see what happened. He ended up on the ice for a bit as well. You know, always good to watch good old Biff getting involved.
Looking at the penalties as well, we were actually there's a bit of a penalty killing going on at the death as well. So a lively affair, but nothing too major in the penalties. But yeah, Widnes coming out on the wrong side of the minors there.
Yeah, well, a lot of them were Biffs. He got 2+2 for the fighting. There was just it was one of them weird games where the referees weren't seeing stuff and certain things where players were getting pushed to the ice in front of refs and nothing was getting said, and just generally a weird night. But at the end of the day, we got the result, which is the big one, especially over at Alty.
It is, and it's a slightly bigger pad, of course. You've played, Barry, in terms of the Altrincham pad. You've actually played on that, haven't you?
Yeah, there's an outplayer and there's a goalie.
Is it a bigger pad than the Widnes pad? Slightly wider, do you think?
Possibly. It's not as wide as Blackburn.
No, but I think it is a little
we've
wider.
sighted people out on the wing in Blackburn.
Yeah, I mean that is a big pad. And all right, I apologise, Matt. I've got to say it. Now the hump's gone, you can see across the full pad now.
Yeah, you can see the benches.
But no, sadly, I'm not going to be able to make it up to Blackburn this year. But it's going to be a nice pad to play on that one over in Blackburn now.
The lad said it's great, right? But Alty's always well looked after as well, though. Game days, especially, the ice is always really good.
I've noticed some of the boards can be a bit shaky at times, depending which rinks you go into.
Yeah. Blackburns lean out, don't they?
You fire the puck to rim it round, and it can sort of have a tendency of firing out when you're not supposed to. It would normally dip back in.
Yeah.
But that's what you get when you have big guys careering into the boards for big checks. And the kind of physical play you get. I mean,
try not to be on the receiving end of that.
I mean, your view from the bench more so this year. How is it sort of feeling when you've been at the games?
We've definitely got the squad. It's just been the lads gelling, the lines gelling, stuff like that. Really, and you can't fault any single player for not putting the effort in training. It's 100% of everyone.
We've not had a run yet either, really, have we? Where everyone's been there. And
Nah, I mean, it's the injury thing's hit us, and it hit us hard. But we've got up, we've got on. We went to Sheffield, really short, and we come away with the result. But sometimes last season when we went short, everyone just dug in that bit deeper. You don't know where people find the energy, but they do. And
yeah, I mean, you chat with some players and they say when you're short shifting or you're short benched and you're not really getting a chance to stiffen up, you're constantly out, but the adrenaline's kicking in, so you're off, catch your breath, back on, then off, catch your breath, and it just fires you and you just keep going on adrenaline, really.
Yeah, it's like if a keeper's not seeing much action at one end, he's going to get cold. That's why you see them skating around a lot and back on the floor, stretching and stuff like that. But it's not looking across at all the results and everything of all the teams, and you're seeing shocks, and you're thinking, this is how last season started off.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the league structure this year, it's Bradford are off to a flyer. I mean, 6 games, 5 wins, 1 loss.
Never underestimate Bradford anyway.
No, especially in their own rink. You know, they know how those boards bounce. They know how to get the funny little plays off them, and you know they soon rocket up the table. And the big game in a way that I thought would have been a bit tighter was Hull Jets against the Sheffield Senators, particularly being in Hull. But the Senators turning them over by 5-2.
And somehow Senators in second, they've only won 1 in regulation as well.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, 2 of those overtimey games are against Widnes, of course, recently. And the one thing you can at least say is nobody is unbeaten in regulation anymore. You know, that everyone's had a loss of some description. The only team not to have had a regulation defeat is Widnes, ironically.
Yeah, we've just got the overtime loss, haven't we? And that's it.
Yeah.
And games in hand, we'd be back up at the top.
Yeah,
already.
So it's actually quite ironic in a way. But yeah, with 3 games, 1 win, 1 overtime win, 1 overtime loss, 5 points. And of course, the reason for the 3 games, of course, is because we had the cup games.
One thing I have noticed this season different, and we don't mention him a lot, and I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. But especially Saturday night, Danny Bullock had an absolute outstanding game. And since he's got the C, I think this season he's stepped up again.
I think it's
he's always been
leadership
good.
qualities as well. Yeah, I mean he does, and that line of his, you know, steps up and does what's necessary at times, and that he still has that rocket of a shot.
It wasn't only that, he was tracking back. There's some big hits put in by him. He got on the sheet again. It's just he's all round games picked up again. Another level since he got that C, and he doesn't always get the credit he deserves, but he had an absolutely brilliant game on Saturday. Yeah,
it is. I mean, what another player actually I'll give a lot of credit to this year, because he's been playing both forward and defence, is Berrin Hughes, because often he's sitting back in defence, and then next game he could be playing as a forward.
He just does what he's told.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily does what he's told. If you ask him to do something, he doesn't. He just goes and does it.
I'm not going to grass her up, but Mum's favourite player.
No. Well, I mean, it is Berrin. I mean, he mind you, every player in every team, they all just come out and graft. They do. They come out and graft, and we'll have a little breather because we've still got the ladies and the junior fixtures to talk about, and there was some fun and games, I'll say, at R13's game this weekend, which I'll mention very soon. But bit of Led Zeppelin, gentlemen.
Always good on a Monday night.
Oh, well. And of course, with it being hockey, there's always a whole lot of love. And doing a little bit of a courtesy, of course, for our very own YKK Widnes Wild Women, because although the season is now underway, they are actually putting nice press release style pictures of the team up online. And the latest two that I can confirm released are number 6, Vanessa Crickmore-Clark, and number 14, Emma Martin. And of course, the Widnes Wild Women were in action on Sunday at Planet Ice Widnes, where I was in attendance, thankfully, with the video camera at hand as usual for those games. And, well, it was a very enjoyable game, I must admit. Unfortunately, he's the only person in the room who was there. I can only do a bit of a description, but it was actually very enjoyable. I mean, the girls last year had a tough time of it. It was, a lot of them were new to the sport, and I mean, Barry, you can help put some perspective on it. Actually, Andy, you can as well, having done the blind ice hockey. You know, you can skate a bit, and then you might have a stick and a puck and be able to move it around on the ice, but then trying to transfer that into a proper game. It's not easy, is it?
No, we've established I can't skate.
We've established I can't play with a stick.
It is different, and it's trying to explain it, isn't it? It's just weird when you've got a cage in front of you, because we had to wear a cage for that.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you've got the stick, which you think could help with balance, and just doesn't.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to take the puck and move around the rink. It takes a lot of effort. And fair play to anyone who does it.
Oh yeah, you know, you're trying to. I mean, okay, we were playing more so with the blinds puck, which is a big metal disc,
which weighs a ton.
But you know, you're trying to just get a bit of a flick on it, and it's like, okay, yeah, I get it more now.
I mean, I've seen people skate round the rink, and they skate flawlessly.
Yeah,
they put a hockey kit on and stick in their hand, and you think, who's in that kit?
Yeah, is it the same person?
Oh, it is. It's bizarre. I've seen it with quite a few people from the rink. Flawless skaters put a kit on. It just goes completely wrong. It's dangerous.
You've gone from, I suppose, patting your head and rubbing your stomach, which is what skating is in a way, to patting your head, rubbing your stomach, and trying to juggle 3 different shaped items while spinning around.
Oh, you see, I can juggle. It won't work on radio. There might be some problems, but I can juggle.
I've heard someone play hide and seek on the radio. They did it as a quiz, but that's a whole nother ball game. But yeah, as you say, it is difficult. And seeing the girls who joined the team last year, and you could see they could move the puck, skate with the puck, and it was all there. But the speed was so much quicker. And I remember chatting with a few of the team after they'd played a game up against Solway Sharks ladies towards the middle to the end of last season, I think it was. And they said how much more time they were available to have on the puck. And you could see last night a more even spread of abilities between the Sheffield Shadows and the Widnes Wild Women. So you've got experienced players in the likes of your Savannah Sumners and your Emma Pearsons, and then you've got your newer players like Kat Garner and Emma and the others all coming into the squad who are now finding their feet and able to play a more comfortable game. It must make a difference. I mean,
yeah, I've watched a few of the women's games back, and they are gelling. They're looking well. They're there for each other. They're supporting each other, and it'll just get quicker and quicker the more it goes on.
Going back a few weeks as well. Just to go back to the men's team, I know it's not what we're talking about, but it's the same sort of thing we said a few weeks ago when we were talking about that first season.
Yeah,
and just the more the teams together, the more established they are, the better players come in. It just gets faster, it gets quicker. Everything just keeps racking up that level each season on season, doesn't it? So it's no surprise that the women's team will be doing the same.
You know, I've seen some pictures of the squad when they first moved into the Widnes rink and who's still part of that squad now, and it is a very, very different squad. And it is good they've managed to keep building and bringing players in, and a massive thank you to all of the sponsors who are involved with the Widnes Wild Women's organisation, and they're getting matches sponsored, and they've got individual player sponsors. If people out there are interested in becoming a player sponsor for the YKK Widnes Wild Women, check out the contacts through widneswild.co.uk. it's Kat Garner who's the point of contact. The details are through the Widnes Wild website, and there's a link to their page and their details, and you can find out there. And it is tough to finance the hockey, and they're doing everything they can to make sure that they can sustain their team. I mean, you remember, Barry, of the former Widnes Wildcats, of course.
Yeah, that was the first one to start out of Widnes, but that was subs. It was all subs, and then on top of your subs, you had to buy your kit.
Yeah.
And not just your kit, you had to buy your jerseys, your socks, and everything.
And ice time as well for games, never mind training.
Yeah. You think training's one thing when you come to pay for the game.
Yeah.
You've got your refs involved. If 2 linesmen turn up as well, you've got a referee, 2 linesmen. If you've got anyone announcing, anyone doing music and anything, which we always have had at Widnes, there's that many people involved. I mean, that was before we even had seating.
Yes.
There was people stood 4, 5, 6 deep.
Oh yeah.
Round the ring. It was bizarre. No mezzanine then.
Yeah. Oh, I remember it when it first opened, and it is a testament to the people who've been coming along and keep coming along.
Yeah, I've not seen it drop off. It's only ever got bigger and bigger and bigger, and obviously more sponsors are getting involved, which is better for the club all round. And
just on that note as well, just from Saturday, big thank you to everyone who came.
Yeah,
because yet again, Widnes fans outnumbering home support.
And it is difficult. I mean, I do praise all the teams within the EIHA ranks, particularly where you've got a senior team or within the EIHA ranks, and you've got a lower team within the EIHA ranks, or you've got an elite league team and then a EIHA team, and it is hard for people who for likes of Altrincham to go and watch Storm, but then going to watch the Aces, time and availability, or you go and watch, say, Nottingham Panthers or Sheffield Steelers, and then go and watch, say, Nottingham Lions or Sheffield Steel Dogs or Sheffield Senators. Widnes are lucky in that as a D2 team, we're the senior league team in the rink.
Yeah, but we're also unlucky in the fact that there's so many local teams round as well.
Yes.
And we still do it.
I know.
Yeah. It's like if Widnes put a volleyball team out, the support it'd be the same again. Widnes is a really small, close-knit community who really, really do back the teams. And travelling support means so much, because like the second period that I've heard about at Altrincham where it went a bit down, our fans don't shut up. They keep on giving it. They keep banging the drum. Just at the crucial time you need it. That can be the pickup that puts the 6th man on the ice. And it works. It's
like that shot of adrenaline and the hairs just go up on you, and you just, your head lifts. And then, we'll just move slightly sideways from Sunday's action with the women's and the Saturday action with the men's to Saturday's action for our junior teams. Our under-13s and our under-18s were in action, and I have to say a massive, massive thank you to everybody who turned up to support those 2 games. It was exceptionally well attended. We were blown away by the number of people who were there, and as per usual, our under-13s didn't disappoint, and that's just ours. But the Blackburn under-13s, they're all crazy. You put YMCA on, and I'm like going, am I going to get a delay in the game? Because they're all trying to do YMCA during a line change up to a face-off circle. It's like, the officials were having a good time, enjoyed it. And we had a few logistical hiccups to sort out, but other than that, the whole day went pretty well. I think, to be honest, the 18s game was a really, really well-played. It was a fast game. I was really surprised seeing that our 18s is a new squad this year, and new to playing league hockey, that is. And they took some big hits from D-side, and there was some big moments in that game. And pulling it back to a 4-5 game, shows just how much tenacity, how much of a dig-in everybody did.
But as well, they're just fearless at that age.
Yeah.
They're going to fly in, they're going to be quick, they're not going to want to come off the ice, they're not going to get tired.
It was the 13s. They didn't want to come off the ice. They honestly, there were times like going, they need to change up. They need to, they were, and actually it's the same with the 18s. They just didn't want to come off the ice. It's a case of line change, please. No, we're going to stay on for another 30 seconds. It's like,
Well, that's the team talk. They don't have drinks bottles. They have bags of Skittles.
I think it's that those jelly sweets that begin with an H.
Oh, the ones the penalty box is full with.
Yeah. You know, poor Bassets don't get a look in these days. It's always Haribo's.
You said that well.
We've just reminded me of the game coming up on Sunday. We'll need to get some cake in there.
Cake?
Solihull.
Oh, right. Well, still plenty to come. I think time for another musical interlude. And another favourite, a bit of AC/DC. And I always, first thing I think of whenever I hear this is warm-up. Time's gone past at hockey, because this was brilliant. You could see the teams really getting into the warm-up for whenever you played a bit of AC/DC. And You Shook Me All Night Long. Of course, our weekly reminder of all your social media and contact details. If you want to contact the club, you can do so through our website, widneswild.co.uk, where we've got links to all of our other features, fixtures, items to do with the club, etc, etc, etc. And, of course, we have our social media outlets, Facebook and twitter.com/WidnesWild for the club, or TTGW Radio for the radio show. Email for the radio show throughout the week, radio@widneswild.co.uk. And our Instagram page, instagram.com/WidnesWildOfficial. And a big shout out, of course, to our valued sponsors. YKK, our headline sponsor. Sepsis Trust, our penalty box sponsor. And, of course, amongst our other sponsors, we have Sprakes & Son of Widnes. I wonder who they are. DMH Tyres, CL Woodworking, Blast and Paint Stripping, Bespoke Conversions, and our charity Stick and Step. Finally, don't forget, if you want an own and loan shirt, check out the Widnes Wild website, widneswild.co.uk. And on the website, we still have available away shirt for Dan Bracegirdle, warm-up shirt for Charlie Radcliffe, away and warm-up for Jonah Armstrong, MJ Clancy's warm-up, Tom McDonald's home and warm-up, Solomon Smith home and away, Tom Ratcliffe away, and Mikhail Novak's away shirt. And I think Pucker's got an away shirt available as well. Our crazy penguin as ever. He's that crazy this year. He's got multiple minders. So, it's £80 if you want a game shirt, or £60 if you want to be the own and loan owner of one of the warm-up shirts. So, guys, what is coming up in the fixtures, please?
On Sunday the 13th of October, you've got Widnes under-18s playing away to Solihull, and that's at 5:30 in Solihull. You've got Widnes Wild playing at home to Solihull Barons. That's also on Sunday the 13th, and that's 5:30 face-off. The following week, you've got Saturday the 18th of October. You've got Nottingham under-18s, Widnes under-18s. That's at Nottingham, and that's 22-6. Saturday the 19th again, you've got Blackburn under-15s v Widnes under-15s, and that's at 7:15 at Blackburn. The following day, Sunday the 20th of October, Widnes are at home to Sutton Sting, and that's a 5:30 face-off as usual. Saturday the 26th, you've got Widnes under-18s at home to Sheffield, and that's at 7:45. And then you've got Widnes under-11s versus Bradford under-11s, and that's at 6:15. And that's it.
So, a busy month of fixtures coming up out of for all of your Widnes-based clubs. But we still have some items of news. And first up, as a news-related item, we have a change of players at the Nottingham Panthers. Jens Jacobs has been released by the Nottingham Panthers, and that also follows Alexis Loisev, I think it is. He announced his retirement last week. So yes, changes afoot within some of the EIHL teams as things go. Ice hockey is arriving in Cambridge. with the official opening of the ice arena and the Gettica ice rink. So yes, Cambridge now has an ice hockey rink, which is good. You never know, could be playing teams out of there. And another thing, so question to ask, is everything better with bacon? Guys,
Always.
Is everything better with bacon, Barry?
Better with bacon.
Everything better with bacon.
Brown sauce and pepper.
Yeah, but it's always better with bacon. If you check out our Facebook page for the radio show, you'll see the Bacon Stanley Cup. Yeah, somebody has made a Stanley Cup replica out of bacon. Final one is the Player of the Month awards by the EIHA have been announced. From the National League, it's, and I apologise if I get the pronunciation of this wrong.
Carl, you're a professional.
Thomas Lazinski from the Swindon Wildcats. For D1 North, it's David Longstaff from the Whitley Warriors. D1 South, it's Sean Norris from Slough Jets. D2 North, it's Thomas Humphreys from the Sheffield Senators. And D2 South, it's Stephen Woodford from the Haringey Huskies. So, congratulations to all of those guys for their Player of the Month awards. Which brings us on to have you been good, have you been bad, or have you been a goalie? I say that because it was actually an item that used to be in the programmes I used to get at ice hockey games. The good, the bad, and the goalie. Very poor play on words, but latest news from the NIHL disciplinary ranks. Stretham's Robert Quinney was assessed a match penalty for fighting in the South One Cup against Invicta on the 28th of September. He's been suspended for 2 games and got 5 penalty points. So he served a suspension on the 29th of September and also misses a game, which he has done so now for the 5th of October. And Ross Wilkinson of Cardiff Fire received a match penalty for fighting in a South 2 West game at Swindon on the 29th of September, suspended for 2 games and 5 penalty points on his record, and he's missed games on the 5th and 6th of October. And the final one, which is the ongoing, I'll use the word loosely, saga of the events that happened the other week between the Dragons and Telford Tigers 2. It still remains under review, but the EIHA have been informed or made aware that there is no longer subject to a police investigation, so the penalties will now be reviewed under EIHA discipline rules, and the results and outcome should be announced in the coming week.
Just on the subject of fighting, it's been released, it's on Twitter, the club have released it. Just have a watch of the Manchester Storm fight from, I think it was last night. Unbelievable.
I think I've seen a little clip of it somewhere. Yeah,
the club tweeted it. It is on Twitter, but oh god, what an effort from both lads.
Who do you know who was involved?
I don't know. I've only just had a quick look and a quick see, but top effort from both lads.
I mean, sometimes you just get a good old, what I'll call an old-fashioned slugfest.
It was a proper old school.
So yes,
even stripped him on the rink.
Oh, well, there you go. And so we've got about 6-7 minutes to the top of the hour. Another show flies past. Busy weekend coming up. It's one that a number of our fans have been looking forward to coming up.
I think this is going to be a good game, but God, it's going to be difficult.
Oh yeah,
this is we've had Nottingham and Blackburn, which okay, they're D1, but they haven't been flying high. Solihull, they're a different beast.
Yeah, I mean, in D2 they were the beasts to tame, weren't they, Barry?
Everyone was like 7 foot taller than you. That was the problem. They were all massive. They all go home and getting grow bags or something. They're all units.
Yeah,
that was the problem years ago.
Does that Larson still play for him? He was so quick, that lad.
Eli was big.
Perry,
yeah.
But
I was just trying to look for a picture before. I got a picture of him holding Liam up by his head.
Perry wasn't huge. Perry literally was the juggernaut that would flatten you. Do you guys remember Knight Rider?
Yeah.
And
Kit.
Not Kit, but Goliath. They did the truck with the kit armouring and stuff, and they called it Goliath. Yeah, that was like Perry Doyle when he came near you. Particularly if you're
Even
someone...
when he smiled, it was like, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
so glad I wasn't working the penalty box then, even though he's apparently a very nice guy.
Off the ice, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he's a top fella. Like, he's just
Well, that was the dimension of the cake before, because Scooby, she used to bring cake in for him, and they'd hand it over the penalty box to him when he was in there.
it's one way to soften him up. But yes, we haven't had the Solihull Barons in... mind you, their shirts were quite... How can I just put it? Not
Disgusting.
easy on the eye the last time. The way their Fleur de Lis moniker was put on the shirts one year, it was a case of whoa.
Are they still black with the grey?
This was it was sort of like a redness in it with the Fleur de Lis all over it, and it was like you could just about make the numbers out. But you know those magic eye pictures? It was like looking at one of them. It's like whoa, this is playing with my eyes.
Week after again, though, that'll be another good game.
Sutton. 2 cup games are the next 2 home games for the YKK Widnes Wild.
It's strange, though, this, isn't it? Because we're playing in the Cup, we've got so many games in hand in the league already.
I know.
And we've got another 2 weekends off now.
Mm.
I think that's why when the fixtures came out, we seen December, and everyone was sort of thinking, oh my God, how many games have we got?
And for the first time in Widnes's history, we've got 2 games between Christmas and New Year.
That's a good job I'm off work then.
So yeah, there's a Saturday-Sunday Blackburn fixture that weekend between Christmas and New Year, if I'm not mistaken, from the fixture list. So yeah,
Well, that's good, because that's that horrible dead weekend where just nothing happens.
so
still eating turkey.
yeah.
Still eating leftovers,
But
washing it down with Maltesers.
But the boys are going to have to be down the gym and working off the Christmas dinner.
I'm sure that won't affect Dippy. By the way, top effort from Dippy the other night.
Oh yeah, he just got back off the plane, didn't he?
Literally landed, grabbed his luggage, jumped in a taxi, went straight to Altrincham.
And that is, of course, because we have to, although belatedly, congratulate Mr. and Mrs. or Mrs. and Mr. Armstrong.
Indeed, congrats.
Yes, Ken and Amanda.
Seen all the pictures.
Oh, it looks like they've had a lovely time at the wedding. And, of course, we wish them well. No doubt there'll be some kind of celebration planned for Ken in the dressing room when he gets back.
I don't know why he didn't invite us. We could have sort of live tweeted and videoed it from the Monday Night Live wedding.
6-foot penguin.
Yeah,
6-foot penguin doing the ceremony.
Now, that would have been worth seeing. Yeah, so your mate Pucker's keeping active this year, isn't he?
Yeah, seen him out a few times.
He's getting hungry. Howard Smith seems to be a favourite one for him to eat this year.
I think that goes both ways, to be honest. I think Howard's after eating him as well. He's got to keep his shorts tight. But yeah, it's going
to be an interesting season for Pucker, I think, as well as the rest of the team.
Yeah. His height keeps varying, but...
Well, it's gravity. We blame it on gravity. It varies ever so slightly.
I was going to say, it's just because it's cold.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're about out of time for another week. Crumbs, how time flies when you're having fun. And so, plenty of hockey to come over the next weekend. Plenty of hockey to come as the weeks go by. Gents?
Yep, I'm back in the penalty box if anyone wants any free sweets. Need friends, it's lonely in there.
Oh, Barry?
You can keep tapping me on the head over the bench if you want.
Oh.
Every time someone passes.
And, I should be back on Thursday with more musical madness and mayhem for the Box of Delights from 9 o'clock here on HCR, and then back next Monday with more Time to Go Wild Radio. Roundup of another week's worth of hockey. So I hope you're all going to join us then. Well, I think a little Green Day to play us out.
Again, good choice. Tunes have been top this last week.
I'll try my best, And I think this will be nice a bit for sort of Ken and Amanda, because they've been also for a nice kind of holiday. Bit of Green Day and holiday to play us out.
I thought you were going to go with Basket Case.
I think we'll all be that by the end of the season.
I'd have said Sex on Fire.
Oh, well, that's for the late night show. Shh.
Time to Go Wild, late.
Anyway, that's it from us for another week. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, enjoy your hockey. Till next week, ta-ra.